So last week I talked about a nuisance live streamer named Vitali. Now, why is this important? Because there's a problem, at least on YouTube and on Kick, maybe on Twitch as well, and definitely on the Party platform, which is a platform that I don't know why they're again doing these things, but you have people who have clout and influence on social media going to foreign countries like Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, Thailand, and being disruptive nuisance people. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a shock to all of you, but Japan, South Korea, Thailand, the Philippines, and everywhere else, they're not America. They're not going to tolerate with childish behaviors from social media personalities or people who have 1 million followers or 500,000 followers or 10 million followers on Kick or YouTube or whatever. It doesn't matter. But we are seeing a rise of, and mostly they're from America, which makes the rest of us look bad, especially those of us who want to go to countries on a vacation and enjoy the culture, the music, the food, the people, the sights, everything else. And these people who have the money and the clout or that short amount of fame are just being very disruptive. So Vitali, who was a YouTuber at one point, an OG, if one could call him that, who was around YouTube, especially during the Wild West era day of YouTube, was dragged out in handcuffs for a public press conference. So I just want to pull this up here because there is some good here. Now, this is stuff that's going to get a lot of you mad. Don't worry. We're going to be talking about the stock market that's crashing very soon because there's more on that. But today, this is from Legal Mindset, who has been a outstanding authority and leading figure in calling out these jagoff people. Today, Vitali was dragged out in cuffs for a public press conference in the Philippines after his arrest on multiple criminal counts. This will absolutely disincentivize nuisance streamers. Huge W in fighting these criminals. Other nations take note. Philippines did it right. So, as it stands right now, further officials said the DILG Secretary Jovek Rumila vows no special treatment for controversial Russian vlogger Vitaly Zaromelsky, who he says will be detained at the BI detention facility in Tagum City for undesirability and a flight risk. So this is fantastic. Here it is a video. This is from a parody account of Johnny Somali. This is not Johnny Somali's account. This is a parody account, but they have also been doing a good job in calling out these jagoffs who are being nuisance streamers because, it's not only happening in the Philippines, it's happening in Japan. Even there was a nuisance streamer in Ireland as well. So let's play this video. Now, he clapped his hands after seeing, I think, something at least on a screen, which the guy right there turning to him, you could tell, he's somebody you don't want to mess around with. I mean, all these guys here at this front desk, clearly they're high-ranking officials, be it in the police department in the Philippines or use that government officials. And in my opinion, just my opinion alone, they are the last people you want to get angry. Why would you do that? Why would you clap like a moron? Be quiet, dude. Dude. So, yes. So, they were showing a video of him acting like a clown. So, this right here, this is an article I want to pull up here. Following a recent incident involving Russian-American content creator Vitaly Zarovsky, who staged disruptive pranks, sorry about that, in Bonifacio Global City, the Bureau of Immigration, BI, has issued a reminder to foreign content creators planning to visit the Philippines. And see, this is where it hurts my heart because I believe the world is filled with good people, but in order for us to all enjoy going to different countries, these nuisance streamers have to be stopped. And I'm all for free speech, but stuff like this is a huge red flag. and an iron shield wall with me because I don't like this kind of stuff. I have seen so many people who have this clout, who have this ego and pride going up to just random people, be it in Japan, South Korea, or the Philippines, just harassing and bothering people. And their laws are drastically different than ours. So Vitali, known for controversial pranks, was accused of harassing security guards, stealing an industrial fan from a restaurant, and even threatening to rob a woman. All as part of his so-called pranks. None of these are funny. In light of these actions, the Bureau of Immigration has classified him as an undesirable alien. The Bureau of Immigration spokesperson Dana Sandoval clarified that foreign content creators are still welcome to visit the Philippines, but they must adhere to the country's laws. Simple as that. When I went to visit Japan, guess what? I knew I was in another country in a different backyard and I had to adhere to their laws, which means, hey, I asked people who lived in Japan, hey, what I'm going to follow you. You follow the leader, okay? Because if I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, I'm going to at least follow the person that has been there and knows the laws of the land, okay? So it's always important to do that. Or at least that, just don't be a jerk. Vitali was apprehended in coordination with the Criminal Investigation Detention Group and the Philippine National Police. He has since been detained by the Bureau of Immigration facility in Camp Bagong Dewan in Buchen. I'm probably saying these names wrong, awaiting deportation hearings. As part of the deportation, Vitali will be blacklisted from re-entering the country. So there's him doing all this BS, laughing and applauding at his own actions, which again, now this is absolutely disgusting, but sadly, there are other people out there doing horrific things. Case in point, this took place in Japan. Once again, huge shout out to Legal Mindset. While not likely criminal, this is extremely disrespectful behavior from Miskef and Tokyo Sims in Japan will inevitably lead to copycats mimicking these creators who collectively have millions of social media followers. Copycats often end up going further into criminality. Now, right now in Japan, it is Sakura where the trees are blossoming. And a lot of these trees are very old. Some of them are extremely important to shrines or temples, or either that they have significance within the public parks in Japan. Now, this is not in the Philippines. This is in Japan. And no, I don't see any of the locals doing this stuff. I'm seeing dumb Americans who have these clout doing things to entertain brain dead individuals who think it's okay to harass people. Case in point, right here. No. And while many people might say, well, this is harmless, no, this is not right. Because you have people who will go too far. You have people, as we have seen, and again, there's so many other videos out there in which you have foreigners either marking or graffitiing up temples or shrines or trying to do workouts on buildings that are actually thousands of years old. Take, for example, when I went to Japan in 2020, when I went to visit Miyagi Island, some of those buildings were 2,000 or either 4,000 years old. Can you imagine it? You have some dumb foreigner breaking something that's far older than them that stood the test of time, or any of these other temples or shrines. This is absolutely disgusting. But see, here's where I bring up the fact that the world is filled with good people. I'm just going to play just a few short minutes of this YouTuber. This person right here confronted Vitaly in the Philippines. He said, hey, you don't have to come here. Before Vitali got arrested, before Vitali is right now dealing with the Bureau of Immigration in the Philippines, this one person stood up to him and said, hey, what are you doing? Stop doing this. And Vitali was very disrespectful, but also more importantly, if you see that video on social media, Vitali got us scared of this guy because this dude didn't back down. So I'm going to play just again. This is ending on a hopeful note.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to explain to you why I confronted Vitali here in the Philippines. First, I'd like to say thank you to all of the new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate the love and support not only from the locals here in the Philippines, but all over the world as I've been getting messages from all of you. I really appreciate the words of encouragement and support. So let's get into it. So recently there's been a video circulating of Vitali absolutely harassing locals here in the Philippines, specifically Manila, the capital of the Philippines.
Very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty?
What?
Is that okay or no? Okay.
Huliin mo, kuya.
That's a mall security guard that he's doing that to. Now, I wouldn't do that, but this guy is doing it.
Huliin mo. Huliin mo yan. Huliin mo yan.
He's not chasing me.
I know.
Boss, I want you to chase me. Can I have a hug? You mad at me? Okay. Look at that ass. Sorry. I'm gay. Hey, tell him I have a retardation. I'm autistic. Okay, I was born in this world to be free. Follow me.
Oh, God, bro.
Now, what's sad is at one point he was on top of the world in the YouTube game. Until, I don't know, I guess he had a crash out.
What the?
I'm gonna
By the way, his cameraman, who is Filipino, is in trouble too.
eat your dog. Excuse me. How much to sell your dog to China? I have a question for you. Can I give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you.
So yeah, I think we all see where this is going.
Why that is completely unacceptable. The people here in the Philippines are extremely friendly to everybody. It doesn't matter where you're from, they're very welcoming. So for me, when I saw a video circulating of someone that's supposed to be representing, he's Russian and American, but mostly he lives in America. So when I see a video of somebody who's supposed to be representing America and they come here to this country and they're immediately disregarding all of the rules here, all of the culture, it made my blood boil, to be honest. And the thing that these content creators, they don't seem to understand sometimes is there are people like me, I'm not the only one on this planet, who will go and confront you and make a fool out of you in public for everybody else to see. That is why I decided to confront Vitali here in person. So for those of you who have been asking me, what was that like? So at first, I had just gotten out of my grab. I did purposefully go and head to the location that he was live streaming at. I was watching him on his stream and he was bothering some girl inside of a bar called Shooters here. And that's the thing, is not only are you documenting your live location to everybody, but you're provoking people to come stand up to you if that's what they so choose to do. And that's what I chose to do. So as soon as I step out of this grab, that's where the interaction starts that you guys have probably seen.
So I just want to play this because you'll notice that as soon as somebody stands up to this Vitali punk, because he's a bully, and when you stand up to a bully, watch them get scared.
I know it's a joke to you, but for the people here, they work hard, bro.
And guess what? And I tip him. What do you do? Exactly.
I run a software company and I provide housing for the
So you
locals.
can't just talk shit, right?
I'm not talking shit.
So why
I'm
you say-
asking you why even make that content? Genuinely.
Because
like I'm speaking up for a large majority of people.
Shut the fuck up, because I do whatever the fuck I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
Yo, I swear to
I'm trying
God, bro.
have a real conversation.
And I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation with you, bro.
That's fair. You don't want to have a conversation with reality.
What are you gonna do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell your viewers that you guys are better than this. You don't have to watch people fucking with others and putting them down. You need to lift people up for a living.
And what do I do? You haven't watched my
I have
vlog?
watched your streams and you're a piece of shit. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Jesus loves you too. Let's
Have a
go.
good one. Stay safe.
Don't fucking touch me before I knock you the fuck out.
You're not going to knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not going to knock me
Yo,
out.
back off.
Fucking walk.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? You came with
What?
this.
Walk.
When you approach a person like that, they're completely unpredictable. And this guy is all over the place. But some of the things that he said in person, such as, I do whatever the F I want, and I've donated $20,000, it just shows you where the mind of a content creator who's walking down that very dark path is at. And trying to explain sense into him was basically impossible. However, the minute he pointed his camera in my face, I realized that I could spread a message that would reach way more people than just this peanut walking around here in the Philippines.
Now, I want to pause here. First of all, I commend this man's actions, and I salute him fully, because we need people to confront these in real life streamers. And, a lot of these people think they're untouchable, and I get it. Everyone is more than happy to make a name for themselves on social media, be it whatever kind of genre you want to do. But these nuisance streamers are causing a lot of pain and discomfort, and I don't support that. I condemn it. I find it to be disgusting behavior. And the way the world is going right now, we need a lot more good people to step up. He's one of them. And I just want to give a shout out to his YouTube channel, because apparently he has just started it. So I wanted just to say, this is a content creator. It's called Unlock the Philippines. He's already right now just, setting something up for himself. And it's about, I guess, his experience in the Philippines, living there, going on social media. It's brand new. Hell, I even gave a customary subscription to him, because when good people do good things, it spreads the word out there. Now, Vitaly's fate in this situation with the Philippines is still a big question mark. That's why I subscribe to Legal Mindset. That's why I'm very curious to see what happens to his case. I mean, clearly, yes, they want to deport him out, but, there's always consequences to the actions, like such as stealing property, being disruptive, harassing security guards, and I guess also his overall general behavior with the authorities, even clapping at one of his videos while in front of the press, which is the last thing you want to do, because you are not in the USA, honey child. But to the people in the Philippines, to the people in South Korea, to the people in Japan, in the off chance you see this video, these nuisance streamers are not us. And I could speak on behalf of my audience and on myself and my team. It is a privilege to visit these different countries like South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Thailand, or wherever. And we all want to enjoy the music, the people, the food, the scenery, and so much more. But these nuisance streamers are a problem, because guess what? It ruins our collective bond as people to build a better future and of social understanding. I know there's a lot of other content creators that are calling out these nuisance streamers, and I think this is a good fight. No, this isn't about free speech. This is about stopping people from being jerks. This is stopping people from being bullies. And a lot of these guys, these nuisance streamers, will cross that line of going too far. And that means people getting hurt, people being harassed, people being bullied. And I don't like that. There's an old saying, especially from Deep Space Nine, one of my favorite episodes: evil must be opposed, as should all these bullies. So please take good care of yourselves and each other, and let's stand up against these jagoffs and do the right thing. And to the social media platforms that are supporting these nuisance streamers, who seem to be getting the kick out of harassing people, these individuals, I urge these platforms to really reconsider having them have a platform, because all what they're doing is promoting toxicity and abuse and ruining foreign relations all across this world. So stand up and do the right thing.